Majo, John, Ned, and Juanito, downtown Acamal, Mexico, with a comment about who owns the parks. Because traveling for 5 years, much of that in a camper van, a lot of that with a dog, I've spent a lot of time either parking my camper van in parks or spending time in parks. And I've done a lot of walking, which I'm not doing these days because I'm incapacitated with renal failure. In Louisville, Kentucky, where I spent the entire summer of 21 reaching out to my grown son, the place where a year before Breonna Taylor had been slaughtered by police in her bed. It was clear in that town who the police were for. It was the classic, the police are here to keep the rich people comfortable and safe from the poor people. So they spend an inordinate amount of their time chasing poor people around, getting them out of the way, making sure they don't bother the hoi polloi. And it has one of the best park systems in the entire world, laid out by Frederick Law Olmsted, who designed the Capitol grounds and Central Park in New York City, and the beautiful park system in Louisville, Kentucky, of which the park where I spent the most time, Cherokee Park, was the queen of all the park system there. And it was almost 100% frequented by middle-class white people. And if I parked my camper van, even in a park that was not quite in a parking lot that was not exactly in this park, but next to it, adjoining it, it was part of the property of the parks, and I continually got threatened to be arrested if I was caught parking there. From there, I went directly up to Chicago, my old hometown, which is a working class town. Always has been a town where the cops are working class, identify with the working class, treat the working class really well overall, less so if you're black. And my first night there, I was in the parking lot right in the park, Loyola Beach Park, next to where I used to live. My big apartment building was right next to it. And I had my big camper van parked in the park there. And so I asked these two Latino cops one thing. First I said, the sign says I'm supposed to feed the meter all day. I can't afford to do that. Do I have to feed the meter all day? And they said, well, number one, this is not a park where they have the guys with the tow trucks policing and they get a bounty if they manage to tow somebody. No, that doesn't happen here. It's meter maids. Will come around, and if you're violating the meter, they'll give you a ticket. And we have never seen a meter maid here, so don't feed the meter. So I thought, well, this is a whole different world from Louisville, Kentucky. Then I went back and said, if I want to park my camper van here overnight and sleep in my camper van, can I do that? They looked at each other and they said, why not? It's your park. It's your park, man. Wow. Diferente. Muy diferente. Yeah. Okay.